I'm here to tell you about The Black Blossom, a superhero comic book series put out by Starcross Comics. I'm Evan David, the writer of the series. I'm the editor-in-chief at Starcross. I've written several other series like Strange Tales from Eternity, Outed, Urg the Battler, and Waiting, Dating, and Mating, which you can all find on Comixology. I'm also the co-creative director and head writer on an audio drama series called Base Camp Adventures, and I'm a host on the Strangers and Aliens podcast. So what is The Black Blossom? The Black Blossom is an all-ages superhero comic that takes itself seriously, with a writing style inspired by Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man, and a tone similar to Bruce Timm's Justice League Unlimited animated series. The main character is named Michi Hidaka, a female Pacific Islander protagonist. She dons a super suit with powers and abilities that are a mix of Venom and Iron Man. The character is inspired by my wife, who is a really awesome, adventurous, tough person, but is terrified of lizards. Which is what gave me the initial idea. I thought, what if we had this awesome, cool, tough superhero who fights giant monsters, but if a little lizard crosses her path, nope, she's out. So that's where I got the germ of the idea. Another inspiration for the series is my Christianity, and thinking about the concept of extrapolating science fiction from a creationist point of view. In comics like the X-Men and such, all of their science fiction is extrapolated from evolution. I thought, what if we do the opposite and see where that takes us? So we get some cool world building coming out of that throughout the series. This series is a fun, lighthearted, epic action adventure with lots of heart, humor, and of course, explosions. I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you'll support it. Issues 7 through 9 have already been written and are just waiting to get drawn. The series will continue. Thank you so much for your support.
Awesome.
Hey.
Person and real?
What?
What's a for real?
Evan? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spotlight. Oh, I'm probably talking too loud. My mic probably cut out. Welcome to Spotlight, everybody. We really appreciate you. First, I would like to introduce the Master. The Master.
How many masters can there be?
The most important person of all, Evan David.
Hi.
That was incredible. Yeah, right.
That was wild.
Oh, man. Did you hear the crowds, Evan?
Yeah, they're just
They love you.
doing the wave.
They
It's
love
awesome.
you. So thanks so much for joining us. Now, for all of you out there, please, if you like comics, hit that like button. If you think we're cool, subscribe. And if you really think Evan's cool, hit the link, the bell thing, just because that seems cool. But most of all, please show you care by giving a share. Give a share. All right.
Please share it out. Thank you.
All right.
Jumping right into chat real quick, guys. We got Rose Kirby coming in. What's up, Rose? And everyone, good morning.
What's up, Rose?
From Rose. Want to wish that your comic does well and say hello to everyone.
Well, thank you.
You're so sweet.
Oh.
He's so awesome. All right.
Nice.
So let's get right down to it. So for those of you who missed out on the last time Evan was with us, he was doing a Kickstarter to kind of reboot the Black Blossom, if you will, with what he called the better artist, but I thought his artistry was pretty awesome. But do you mind giving us a short backstory so that people can get caught up for those that are just tuning in for the first time?
Of the Black Blossom?
Of you. Sorry.
Of me. Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, I'm a comic creator. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, maybe. And yeah, I've always loved comics. I've been into them since I was a little kid. Superman's my favorite character. I'm a DC guy. But yeah, I've just been into it since I was younger. And you know, I've gone through so many different creative careers because I thought I was going to be a movie director, thought I was going to be an animator, and then I realized, oh, you know what? What I really want to do is the writing, because the writer is the one who kind of crafts the story, and that's what I like to do. And so I turned to comic books. And one of the things that really inspired me getting into comic books in the first place was my Christianity. I had a bunch of ideas for these neat little, just like tiny little stories that illustrate different like Bible verses and stuff. And I was talking to all my artist friends. I'm like, hey, artist friends, here's this like 2-page idea. Let's do that. And they're like, nah, no thanks. I was like, ugh. So then, yeah,
because they know how much hard work it is, huh?
Yeah. And so one night I was just like, I couldn't sleep, and I was like, really felt like God was like, you know what, get up and do this yourself and just make it happen. And so since then I've been doing it. And so I've done a ton of series. Black Blossom is my main headline series. It's the one that's got the most content. It's one of the ones I'm the most excited about. It's based on my wife. And as we saw in the video, and it's just
so. Is your wife the inspiration for Black Blossom, or what was the inspiration for Black Blossom?
Yes, she is, because so we were walking on the beach when we went to visit her family in Hawaii, and a lizard came out, and she just flipped her wig, you know, and so which I knew she was,
Hawaii, you know.
Yeah, I know she was scared. I knew she was scared of lizards, and so that just like put a seed in my head. I'm like, you know what? Because she's usually really tough. You know, she's a tough little feisty cookie.
Oh yeah,
and I
Islander.
was like, yeah, and so I was like, you know, it'd be funny if we had a superhero who's just like thebomb.com, just not scared of anything. But then like a lizard comes and she's like, no, I'm done, and just runs away screaming. And so that was the germ of the idea for the Black Blossom. And if you get issue number 2, you'll get to see that happen.
So I got a quick question then. When are you going to make a Black Blossom versus like Godzilla?
You know, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I don't know if she would be as scared of a big one, you know, because like little ones, you know, they can move so fast and you don't know where they are, you know.
Fast.
Yeah. So
yeah, they run on walls and up trees and they'll jump at you. Oh yeah, yep. I know the island lizard.
Yes.
Scary little
when she was a little girl, she went to the mailbox and they'd always be hiding in the mailbox and ready to get her.
Jump out at her.
She did not like that. Yeah.
Well, let's take a second real quick.
You get the mail, don't you? You're the mail boy, aren't you?
Actually, no, because there's no lizards up here in Indiana where we live.
Let's check in on the campaign real quick here and see where we're at. So currently, it looks like we're at 136, the $400 goal with 11 backers and 14 days to go.
Fantastic.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, so this one is for the print run of number 6. So 1 through 5 are already out, and you can get it all digitally. I believe we have them all available physically on the Starcross website. Me and Joe Spicer just went to this Comic-Con and we sold a ton. We ran out of some of the copies we had brought. So I'm unsure of whether or not Joe has more back at headquarters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So for the rewards currently on there are like all the extra rewards besides the physical copy of number 6. It's mostly all digital stuff, but I will double check with Joe. And if we have physical copies available to give away as rewards, I will add that tier on to the campaign.
So you're publishing Black Blossom number 6. How does the 6th comic compare to publishing your first?
It's, well, publishing my first is fun. The first time I published it, it was with my own art. So it was really cool, but also it's like, this isn't quite, the level of quality I want. It was still awesome to just get the book and hold it in my hand, But now that we're at number 6, it's like another level of cool because it's like, we have a complete story arc and we're just on a momentum, forward trajectory. So in the next, the second story arc is starting, that's a huge thing because I see a bunch of indie publishers and indie creators, and we almost never get to the end of the first story arc, and now we're on the second one here with Black Blossom, so that really excites me.
Did you ever think you would get to the end of the first story arc? I mean, honestly, like when you were first coming up with the arc, because Matt is the one that kind of taught me about the arc, and that's a whole progression of a story. That means there's a complete story within that arcing of the story, right? Like basically you could read the first one to the last one, and Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. You could read the first one to the last one, and within those is the story of that. That's what the arc really represents. Yeah.
So, I wrote it originally. I wrote it originally only to be 6 issues. I'm like, okay, so I don't have money. Wow. I don't have money. So if I'm going to fundraise for this, I want to have the complete story done. So I just was like, what story do I want to tell? And I'm just going to tell the whole thing in the first 6 issues, just in case that's all I ever get to do. And so that whole story I wanted to tell, that's the first 6 issues. And now we're going into, I've had lots of other ideas since then. I thank God because Patreon has been huge. That's what really has allowed me to just continue to produce content over and over and over again with the monthly payments. It's been amazing. And so the only thing I really use Kickstarter for is to fund the print runs, because the books are already they're being created because of the Patreon. They are constantly being created and content is being churned out. So that's been awesome.
Oh, fantastic. And we got Patreon on the screen to show to everybody. And we will get that URL put in the chat for anybody that would like to support Evan David, the creator of Black Blossom. Now, so tell us a little bit about your Patreon. What are the options for people and things like that?
So let me put it up here. Just get the specifics here. So I post a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff going on my, in my creative life. It's not just the comic books. So if you get the initial, I think the $5, if you just become a patron, you're going to get an email with a new piece of content every single day. Every single day, there's going to be a new piece of content, whether it's a comic book page, whether it's a podcast episode, whether it's a video like this one. You're just going to get something every day. So I think I want, because people are supporting me like this, I want it to be worth their money, So I feel really good about being able to give them something every single day. You're going to have something to read or watch or listen to, or something cool that's going to be in your inbox from Evan David Productions. So that's what number 5 gets you. It's going to alert you that there's something there. Now, with the number 5, you can't necessarily see everything. You can see all the podcasts, because those are free and everything. But with the $10 and the $20 ones, that's going to unlock the actual comic pages. So you can read Black Blossom as it comes out, page by page, before the whole issue's even finished. With $10, you get to see the black. Yeah, with $10 you get to see the black and white versions, and with $20 you get to see the colored versions. when they come out.
Ooh, nice.
And it's the full story are in there. It's lettered and everything, so you can read it. And then $50 is all that plus any physical thing that comes out, I'm sending to you. So you get.
That's nice.
Yes.
So if you come out with a comic book, boom. If you come out with stickers, boom. Like, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Would
Kevin.
that include elements if they were, say, like strategic marketing elements for a convention, like maybe an exclusive print or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. But I thought you meant like if I make a banner or like a cardboard cutout. Probably not. It's something that I'm giving away.
I just
then
want
yes.
to be known. I vote that Starcross Comics makes an Evan cardboard cutout, life size. We need one for the office.
That'd be nice.
I want one from behind me, just so it's sitting there while I'm on stream. So speaking of doing a lot of different things, we saw that you had an animation video, and so actually, we're gonna. So, did you make that?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Wow. So, okay. So you do both comics and animation. How is creating animation different?
Oh, it's very different. Because my day job for a long time, I was a visual effects artist and animator, and I did that for, marketing I worked at a college. So I did a lot of fun, crazy, goofy videos for them. Like with the crazy imaginations that they have over at college to get the students' attention, like you never know what you were going to do. I made a video of a shark eating a guy, a 0G thing where people are like floating in the air. We did a bunch of parodies for famous music videos and whatnot. So I got a lot of practice doing just weird stuff like that. And but now currently I am freelancing for Kingstone Comics, which is the largest Christian comic book company in the world. They do, I think they have the most complete graphic adaptation of the Bible ever produced. Have you guys seen the Action Bible before? It's like this thick. It's like in stores. Well, their Bible is like 3 volumes this thick. So it's 3, and it's got like every story every story in the whole Bible. It's pretty cool. So, but what they're doing now is they want to turn some of them into animated things. So I get to do that. That's really fun. And so it's just very different because I love writing the comics, and so, but with the animation stuff, the story's already told. You're just making it come to life.
Well, we can show the animation that's in question.
Actually, yeah, let's show that up. This is pretty awesome.
Sweet.
Music was Milkshake.
Yeah, I wanted to use like an anime style intro for the Black Blossom. So all of that stuff, like I didn't draw that. So some of that is I've took panels directly from the comic books and made a move, and other ones like there's
that's cool.
The one where she's got the ring and she transforms. I hired somebody on Fiverr to like rough animate that, and then I took it, cleaned it up, and made it look cool. And a couple other ones on there. I hired some Fiverr artists to just draw unique things that I could animate and put in there. So yeah, it's all just for marketing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you also worked on Dreams with PlayStation 4 or something like that, right?
Oh, yes. That is my favorite.
So what's going on here, Mr.
What's with
PlayStation
Dreams?
4 man?
Yeah.
So tell me.
Dreams is kind of like, it's this very unique thing that was made by the same people who made Little Big Planet, which is that little sock puppet, adventure game. And they decided to make it's a software engine that you can use on the PlayStation 4 to create your own video games. It's like ridiculously powerful. And so it's a way to make your own video games without coding. And so that was really helpful for me because I'm a visual guy. I can understand a lot better if I can just see it. And so
Right.
That's been really helpful. So I've made a bunch of games on there, and it's been really cool.
So after you make a game on there, like, do you get to share it out to the PlayStation 4 community or something like that, or how does that work?
So anybody who has the game Dreams, which is only like $20, they can all play anything anybody makes on there that they release, and then they are working. Awesome. They are working on a way to export it to sell it in the third party market. If you make something in Dreams, you're going to be able. Eventually, you're going to be able to export it and just sell it like wherever. So
could you make? I mean, technically speaking, could you make a Black Blossom video game on Dreams?
I can, and I have made some Black Blossom stuff on there.
What?
Yeah. I've always wanted to make a fighting game, like a Street Fighter sort of thing, and those are really hard to make. Even I made all sorts of other games on there, but like the Street Fighter type game is very hard to make. So I do have a working level where you can have Black Blossom versus Starstruck from Joe Spicer's character. Yeah. So you can play that. It's not up to my standards, but it's there. It exists. So
I know how them standards can be. I know how hard it is to meet standards.
Yeah.
I hear you. So I was noticing something. I was noticing just how delightful your voice is.
Oh, thank you.
Sultry even.
Really, right, guys?
Thank
I
you
mean, you're feeling. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Talk to me, Evan. Talk to me. So, you do things with your voice. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So like anything creative, I like to dabble in, and I've done like so. I've been an actor. I've been a stage actor. I've been a voice actor. I've been a film actor, etc., and to varying degrees of magnitude, so like with stage acting it was several school and church things, and with film acting is like student films and whatnot. But I am a voice on a professional audio drama series called Base Camp Adventures. I'm the head writer on that.
Wow.
I direct it, and so but I've been able to also lend my acting talents to that, and that's been very fun. So yeah, I do that. You can check that out. It's all on my website, evandavidproductions.com. It's got links to every single thing I do, including this stuff, the comics. It's got the audio dramas. It's got any other writing.
Oh my God. You're like some of the triple threat, dude. You're like the triple threat. You got the comics, you got the animation, and you got the sultry voice. Oh my head.
Thank you. Yeah.
Real
so
quick,
it's fun.
I just think you took our show to a whole new level, Evan.
I also do a couple of podcasts.
Awesome.
So I want to know when are you going to do an audiobook version of Black Blossom and put it inside of Crypto?
Yeah, for our reader.
After the series is done.
Okay.
So
Promise?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. So
it looks like we've got a few fans inside of chat here, guys. So I want to make sure I bring these guys up.
Oh, sorry.
JD Smith comes in on Twitch. What's up, man? Says Black Blossom might be perhaps the best looking book on Crypto Comics Marketplace.
Hey, that's a very nice compliment. Digi is going all out with that one. There's some good looking comics on there, and I agree. Yeah. Black Blossom is among the top.
It's all my artists. Well, not my artist, the artist I work with, Adrian Iglesias, the interior artist. He is awesome. He is so good, and he just nails pretty much every time. I think I've only had to come back with a tweak once or twice because he just nails it. It's awesome. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
So let me see here. And just to let everybody know, the reason we're not going through chat as frequently as we normally do is we're trying to change up the format of the Spotlight show and give more focus on the creator. Any questions, anything like that you guys have, I'll make sure to point them out. But as far as regular comments, we might skip over a few of them at a time, just, in respect to time and in respect to ensure that we're sharing crowdfunding campaigns.
Please make note. Please comment your questions to us, and we will make sure to ask Evan.
Mm-hmm. JD Smith also says, I suspect a Honey, I Shrunk the Blossom story coming up.
Do you?
Let's see. Rose Kirby comes in to let us know she's about to go see a specialist for eye problem. That's awesome, Rose. It's good to hear. Can't wait for you to be able to enjoy the comics you've been reading. We've got Facebook users saying amazing. guys. That
Thank you,
pop
Facebook
up
user.
This way, it's because you have to give StreamYard permission to utilize your application. What that means is
But we love you, Facebook user.
Yeah, you
Yes.
give StreamYard's
So you know.
permission to use your image and your username, which on Facebook is normally your real name. Because of their security, we respect that as well. So if you're wondering why you pop up as Facebook
Cheers.
user, this is why. T3 Comics during the animation said, "That's so cool. Are you down for a collaboration?"
Ooh, look at him.
I'm always up for collaboration, man. Always up for it. So
Nice.
send me an
I
email.
love the comic book industry. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be awesome.
The email on your website, I'm assuming, would probably be the best place to find that.
The email is on the bottom of my website. You just scroll down to the bottom there, and it'll be there. There's also an official contact me form, which you can use if you feel like making things extra complicated. So,
Yeah. Okay, and let's see here. Facebook user says, "It's your brother Kyle."
he's brother Kyle.
Oh,
My
that's
brother
awesome.
Kyle.
I mean,
Do you have a brother
Kyle?
named Kyle? I was thinking South Park Kyle.
I have a very good friend named Kyle.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've got a brother named Kyle, so I'm assuming maybe it's my brother.
Okay.
So if that's Mr.
You were the one
Livingston, that's what it is.
Oh, is that Matt?
I think so.
Matthew?
Yeah. I love how it says, "It's your brother Kyle."
Yeah, that was real defined. I was
Now, real
like,
quick here.
his brother? His brother?
I'm gonna take this as an opportunity. Hey, look, Matt Fry.
Hi.
That's like if me and Matt got married, I would assume he'd take my last name. Heads up, ladies and gentlemen, dropping into chat right now. There's a badge code. Why? Because we can.
Right.
Hold on. Are you getting your badge right now, Evan? Huh?
I'm going.
You grabbing it?
Yep.
Because I am. Now tell us about the name for the badge.
Michi Hidaka. That's
Where'd you come
the
up
Black
with the name?
Blossom's name. That's her real name. That's her secret identity. So Hidaka
And that's
is her
not
last
so
name.
much of a secret. Thanks, Jared.
Yeah. Well,
Boiled
it's
that
not a
Easter
secret.
egg.
The original title for the book was Michi Hidaka: the Black Blossom, and I just shortened it to the Black Blossom, so it's not a secret. But yeah, that is even the name's based on my wife. That's her middle name and her grandmother's name or maiden name.
You are on a live stream on the internet, my friend. You should probably give a little less information about your wife's middle name or her first dog or what elementary school she went to. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say which one was which.
I gotta throw this comment up. This is great. Joe
I was
Spicer
just like,
pops in.
wait, those are
Joe?
for passwords.
It says, "What happened to Joe's
Hey, what's
hair?"
up, Spicer? What? Hey, what are you talking? I know, dude. I know. Hold on. This is don't embarrass me like that, Joe. Seriously.
I think he's embarrassing himself at this point. Let's be real.
That
And then we
better?
got Leslie on Facebook saying, "Hey, everyone, what's up, Leslie?"
Hi, Leslie.
So now we got a secret badge has been awarded. Let's keep going
That's
here.
worse.
I'm looking. Okay, I see it. I never remember where to get the badges, but I got it.
Oh yeah, you want that one?
Yep, good looking badge right there.
Isn't that an awesome badge?
Yeah.
So when you were talking about your voice
That's
acting,
terrific.
you mentioned the podcast. You want to tell us more about the podcast?
Sure, I have a couple of podcasts. One of them is Strangers and Aliens, which is something I've been doing for a while. That's with another fellow comic creator, Ben Avery. He's been doing it for a lot longer than I have. And the podcast is about faith fiction and imagination and fantasy. And so we look at all of the different pop culture stuff through the lens of faith, and then we also look at faith stuff through the lens of pop culture. Like one of the most interesting ones we've done is we looked at the Christmas Story, but through the lens of the Alien Encounter rating system. So, how there's the Close Encounters of the first, second, and third kind.
Yeah.
And they all have different definitions, and those all happen in the Christmas Story if we're talking about angels and God and stuff. And so we went through and talked about the angels showing up to the shepherds. Was that a close encounter of the third kind? And so just weird fun stuff like that. And then And we do movie reviews, just normal geek stuff on there too. And then I have one other podcast that I'm actively doing called the Aspiring Kryptonians podcast. I didn't start that one, but I'm a co-host on that one. And we talk about everything Superman. Every Superman piece of thing that comes out, we talk about it.
So I noticed you're wearing a DC fandom hat.
Yes. I actually got this because the founder of the podcast, she gets lots of swag from DC because she promotes it all over the place. So she got this and didn't want it and sent it to me. So,
oh, that's rad. So we're actually going to be doing a live stream during the fandom. You should drop in.
I should. That would be awesome. When's that? October? Middle of October?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll get the details.
See if your co-host wants to drop in with you and say hi.
Yeah.
I will.
You don't have to stick around for the whole thing, but it'd be fun to have you jump on and talk about what you think about what's going on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, so I gotta ask this. You have the Aspiring Kryptonians podcast. Did that lead to the creation of Outed?
That didn't, but my love of Superman did. So one of my goals, one of my pipe dream bucket list goals, is to write something that has Superman in it in an official capacity. So I don't care if it's a Snickers ad in the middle of a DC comic book. I just want to put pen to paper and said Superman says this, and then they put it into print. And so the Outed is kind of like my pitch. Like that's the thing I would give to DC to show them. If they were asking for scripts, I would say, hey, check this out. See if this meets your quality level for a writer for your superheroes. So it's just basically the high concept for that one is, what if the Superman family became the Fantastic Four family? So you go from having a secret identity and you're living in obscurity and then coming out and being the world's greatest superhero, to someone has outed your secret identity and now you guys are all celebrities. You have a public address, everybody knows who you are, and you fight together as a family now. So how would that mess with the Superman family dynamic? And that's what the book is about.
Ooh,
so I love it. I love that series. One of the stretch goals for our Kickstarter is to fund number 3, because when I started, I only had enough budget to do the first 2 it's a 6-issue miniseries, so it's got a definite beginning, middle, and end. And so the next 4 issues are already written. They just are waiting for the funding to be drawn.
Well, should we go through the different support tiers that are available? None of the mentioned.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just a minute. I got to point this out. Fry. You can see the glow on Matt's face, knowing he's among the only other DC fan. I'm happy for you too. Digi, you're such a stud, dude.
Dude,
the funny thing is I saw that and I looked at Matt and he had a smiley, glowy look as you were talking about Superman, and he started bringing up the Outed. I was like, yeah, it's
Joe
awesome.
Spicer also comes in with some comedy for us, saying Superman has a restraining order against Evan. That's how serious it is.
Me and Superman are best friends, Joe. It's a mutual friendship.
Rose Kirby asks, hey, how many badges are you going to do today? And it's only 3 weeks on Saturday. The DC fandom. Yeah, DC fandom is going to be awesome. We have a lot of
So Rose is a huge DC fandom fan.
Awesome.
She actually started watching our show when we did the DC fandom a year ago. So this DC fandom is going to be us picking up kind of where we started, when Rose started hanging out with us. It's going to be
just
cool.
let you know, Rose, we are not ever going to make official announcements as to how many badges are dropping during streams anymore.
You're just going to have to watch and then watch it on the replay.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, anybody out there, please share, subscribe. Please. It's so nice of you when you do.
With the one low price of sharing this video out, you too can help Evan live his dreams of potentially writing for Superman at some point. You never know.
God,
it might be your share
that
that gets out and gets to somebody at DC.
One cool thing I have got to do is I did get to create a TV commercial with Superman in it that was officially sanctioned by DC. So that was really cool. I didn't get to write it. It was my local comic shop they're the
Mhm.
biggest one in like Northern Indiana, so they get their own custom variant cover sometimes. And so they had a variant cover with Superman on it, and DC said that I could animate it for their TV commercial since it was their cover for that comic shop. So it aired on our local TV stations and stuff.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
That is
Sweet.
cool.
that was pretty cool.
That's
So
like a
technically, I've got
bucket list
a little bit
item.
of the bucket list taken. You know.
Wow.
Well,
Okay,
Tilton,
we're all jelly.
now that we're all getting carried away here, let's circle back around.
Sorry,
guys, and
sorry,
talk about
sorry.
different
Sidetracked us.
pledges. I just, want to know what we can get here. So it looks like pledge $5 or more, you get a PDF of Black Blossom issue number 6.
Mhm.
That's a digital copy.
Is that the
of
printed
book.
or that's just the PDF, the digital,
That's the
right?
digital, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. And then for $10 or more, which is a great price, you get the
Yeah, it
printed
is.
copy and you get the PDF, which I love. Thank you, Evan, because
You're welcome.
I have not had to open any of these because you support
Nice.
digital and print. It's so nice as a collector. 'Cause then I don't have to buy 2 copies of everything. That doesn't mean stop doing PDFs now, Evan. Okay? I'm just saying.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. So pledge $30 or more. Or did we skip one there? Sorry.
Nope.
Does it go
Nope.
from 10 to 30? Okay, so pledge $30 or more. The digital Bloom package. Get all previous rewards, plus the rest of the Black Blossom series, issue 1 through 5, in digital format. They're pretty rad books.
Thank you.
I am a fan of these ones. They're
Really well done.
Yeah,
Really
so, and
well
like I
done.
said, number 6 kind of closes down that first arc. So if you get that here, you'll get the whole arc, for your reading enjoyment. So if you haven't got them already.
And so pledge US $45 or more, you get the new Black Blossom poster. And
What's
Yes.
the post? What's the picture?
Let me get it because I haven't posted it yet on the Kickstarter because when I started the Kickstarter, I could not for the life of me find this thing. I knew I had it, but I didn't remember where I put it. So let me share my screen.
I honestly thought you were going to go with cover issue number 3 for your poster.
Issue number 3.
That
I
is
think that's the one where she's staring down that big dude.
Yeah. No, this is a
yeah.
brand new one that no one has ever seen before.
Oh, whoa, everybody.
Yes.
We're about
you
to do
guys
something
using
awesome.
The same printing options that you used before on your guys' posters for StarCraft?
I believe so.
Those are
let's see.
fantastic quality.
Thank you, Facebook user.
All right, let me show here. Okay. Can you see it?
1 second. We can pull that in. There we go.
Oh,
whoa.
Fizz.
Yeah.
Dude.
That would be a really rad tattoo.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Wait.
Right?
Wow.
Am I wrong?
This is
Like that's tattoo art right there.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that looks freaking killer. Now, so is all those pieces part of her suit?
Yeah, they grow out of the suit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is freaking sick, dude. So it can morph a gun. It can simulate bullets and things like that for the gun, I'm assuming.
Lasers.
There's like
laser blasts.
swords. Oh, laser blast. Okay. Wow,
Yeah,
dude.
so
That is
it
freaking...
can emit some energy. So like she uses that to fly. She can make like a jetpack. She can shoot laser bolts. And then it can stretch a little bit and it can morph into different weapons and stuff. There was a storyline that we were doing for Starcross, and Joe was like, dude, have her costume like turn into a building. I'm like, well, no, it can't do that. It can't do that.
Skyscraper or like
it has some
an
limits, but yeah, it's pretty versatile.
I really like that poster image, man. That really,
cool.
You see Black Blossom through the images and through the comics, and you understand that the power of the suit is versatile. But this picture really sums up just how versatile it is. That's fantastic. You got it, dude. That's freaking
awesome.
An awesome picture. That's going to be a fantastic poster.
What a really cool thing
That's
is,
really sick.
I did not commission this poster. My artist. He had a delay or something. So he's like, dude, I had a delay. I'm sorry. Let me draw you a thing just for free. I'm like, you don't have to do that. He's like, yeah, we're going to do it. So he just sent me this off the top of his head. He made this up after having drawn the character for so long. Yeah. So it's awesome.
So no instruction from you on this?
No.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. We met him in that stream we did, didn't we?
Adrian Iglesias? He's from Italy
I'm pretty
or
sure.
something like that.
No, maybe
I'm
not.
sure
Maybe
if we've
not.
had him
Maybe
on as a
not.
guest.
Now, Brian Dawson was an artist for 2 issues. That could have been him.
Okay. It was you and Joe, and I thought there was one other person, but I could be mistaken.
I don't
Dude,
think Adrian's
props,
been on the screen.
Iglesias. That is
Yeah.
an awesome. Oh, okay. So that was the
Yeah.
$35 or the $30? I'm sorry,
It
Fry.
was 45.
$45
$45.
package. Yeah.
Sorry.
And
Okay.
with
Now we're
that,
on
keep
to
in
the
mind,
60.
you also get all the PDFs of Black Blossom 1 through 6, I
Mhm.
believe it is. And
Mhm,
you, if you can scroll back up, Matt, I believe you also get the physical copy of 6 as well in there, right? Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
should get all of the. They all build.
Ah, that's awesome. So,
Yeah.
okay, what's our next tier then? I think this is the
Oh,
higher
cool.
tier.
The $60
The
one.
bonus comics. You've
Mhm.
got $60 or more, digital copies of Outed #1, ERG, The Battler, and Strange Tales from Eternity #0. You also get
Mhm.
Black Blossom 1 through 6 PDF, 6 physical copy, the poster, and those 3 previously mentioned additional books. And Outed is fantastic if you guys have a chance to check that out.
I
It's
love
really-
that. It's one of my favorite comic books in the marketplace right now.
Yeah, shameless plug. It's in Crypto Comics. You can check that out.
Crypto
Pledge-
Comics Marketplace.
Pledge $75 or more for the super secret bonus comic. Which I'm not sure if this is a huge secret, Evan. If right below that line you say flat out what the comic is.
Right, but it's it's not the. This is the first time I've ever showing this or sharing anything about this, and it's not finished. It's not colored, so you get to read it
Wait,
before
what?
it is out. So this is Black Blossom #7. You can read Black Blossom #7, which is done, and you get to read it in black and white before it gets colored.
Now,
Wow.
Evan, that's the start of the new arc.
Correct.
Ooh, wow,
nice.
guys! So you would get the heads up on what's coming.
Oh,
Now-
and
Is
Let's-
this going to be content that is unavailable to your Patreon subscribers? Or will your Patreon subscribers all
no, the Patreon subscribers get this as well. So,
cool.
in fact, they already have. So if you join the
Oh,
if you join Patreon, you can scroll back through all the posts and read it all right now because it's all up there. I think except for the last 4 pages, which I
But
should.
that's the $50 one, right? Or
no,
which
that's
is the minimum?
that's the $10 one.
Oh, wow.
So you're basically saying right now on the stream that people can either put $75 in Kickstarter or $10 on Patreon.
Yeah, but it's
Correct.
$10
if
a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that actually, I would appreciate that more because it lets us make more content.
There we go.
Yeah,
Wanted to make
that's
sure we got
exactly
that
right.
value statement slid in
Yeah,
there. Good job,
yes.
Evan.
Nicely done, Evan. Nicely done.
Real quick, we've got a couple of things coming in on chat. So I just
Oh,
wanted to
wait.
make sure.
Before we do that, since we're talking about #7, I'd like to take this opportunity to debut the cover for #7, first time anywhere ever.
You want to do
No
it
one
right
has
now?
ever seen this image. Yeah, I just finished it today, so you can take a look at the cover.
Eat your heart out, Patreon subscribers.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Dude.
Your guys' color work is fantastic.
That's actually me.
Isn't
I
it?
colored that.
What? Evan.
Very good, man.
Nicely
That is
done.
very nice. I would have never guessed that the writer colored it. Honestly.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I told you
exceptionally
he's
good.
like the quadruple. What's the word for like sixth threat?
He's like the comic hat trick
Septuple.
×2.
Whoa, hold on, Bri. What'd you just say, Evan?
Septuple.
Septuple threat.
I believe, or
Dude,
that's 7. I can't
exactly.
remember.
Let me jump in and check these questions real quick, guys, before we get too far ahead. J.D. Smith Digiartist says, how much input did Evan have on the BB suit design? It's really well done. The shape language and the color pairing. You could throw her into either DC or Marvel world and it would fit fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
So-
designed the whole thing myself.
Damn, and he takes it to the finish line.
Okay.
Oh,
He's like,
Good.
it's all mine.
yeah, but here.
Drops a mic on stream.
Yeah, if like I said, I drew the whole first issue, So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, I had to do it all myself.
This one's not so much a related question, but I thought it was funny. T3 Comics comes out on Twitch to say, Northern Indiana, wow, we should start a studio, maybe a timeshare. I don't know. I mean, are we best friends right now?
I mean, you might be. You might be.
Dude, if you want to pay for a studio, I'll be there.
Yeah. We got Lindsay coming in on YouTube saying, how do you connect with the artists that you work with?
Ooh, great question.
So a great place that I started before I made more connections with like real people. Not to say that these people aren't real people, but Fiverr was great because it's a place that people are putting out their stuff and they're saying, please hire me. It's not like, DeviantArt or ArtStation or Instagram necessarily, because those people, like, they're posting their stuff and you can try to contact them and they might not respond. But Fiverr people are wanting you to contact them so they can draw your comic. And there's some really good artists on there. My artist, Adrian Iglesias, who draws the thing, got him on Fiverr. And
wow.
Yeah. And especially I've had this experience a couple of times. I found some really amazing artists who are just starting out on Fiverr, and I will, hire them to do, like, this one guy I hired to do his like first job. And then later their prices are going way up because their work is so good and everybody wants them, but they're keeping me at the same rate I had at the beginning.
Oh, that's
awesome.
So
that is cool.
Very nice. It's very cool.
So which books did he work on specifically?
Adrian Iglesias, just Black Blossom.
Okay.
Yes, I've been selfish with him. Like, I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm working on too, but I'm like, no, stay on Black Blossom. Keep going, make more. So,
did you find Brian the same way, Brian Dawson?
No, Brian, I got connected with through Starcross. He actually contacted us. He was a comic artist a while ago, and then he took a huge, I think a decade-long break or something. And then he's like, hey, I want to get back into this. You guys need artists. And we're like, yes. So, he drew some of my Strange Tales from Eternity book. And then I was like, dude, your stuff is awesome. Let's bring you on for Black Blossom. And then we worked together on Outed as well. He drew all of Outed. So, and there's some of his stuff right there.
Yeah, there's some great art in here as well.
Yep, good stuff. Brian's great.
There's a lot of talent.
Who does your lettering?
Me. Yeah. So
Fantastic.
anything.
What's that?
What was that?
What's a 7 threat now? We're just gonna keep this up to date.
Somebody tell us in comments, what would be the 7th threat? What was the last one? The 6th one called, Evan?
Okay, so I was wrong. I think septuple is the 7th one. I think the 6th one.
See, he knew, guys. This is how awesome Evan is. He knew the answer to the question we were going to ask down the road, so he gave us the answer ahead of time. Boom.
Pretty impressive.
So anything I can do well up to the professional level, I will do myself because it saves me money. So I'm skilled enough with Photoshop that I can do lettering pretty well. So I'm happy with the quality of my own lettering. So I just do that myself.
Well, your lettering looks good.
Oh,
it looks clean. It looks clear. And that's the most important thing about lettering is being able to read the story.
Yes. And speaking of lettering, if anybody needs a letterer for their comic, hit me up. I am always looking for more freelance comic work because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
That is good. And what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Through my website. There's a link. There's my email address at the bottom, and then my I'm going to share this link on the private chat. This is something that I've just started doing, and I would really appreciate it if anybody wants some help writing their series. Hit me up. I've gone on Fiverr now, and I'm offering my services as a comic writer. So if you need me to write something, I will happily do so, and I can do it pretty quick. And hopefully it'll be
fantastic. How's that working out so far?
So I've actually had a couple of people contact me, not through Fiverr, but just out of the blue, randomly through my email address. I'm like, hey, write my stuff. I'm like, oh, sweet. Okay. So, nothing through Fiverr yet, but it's been going pretty well.
That's classic. Well, Fiverr's no joke, but I stole that one from Digi.
Yeah, it's not a lie. It is not a lie. So let me see here. I'm trying to get. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this commented up, but for some reason it doesn't seem to. There we go. Okay, so we got that link for Fiverr.
Oh,
up now.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Great.
My apologies. For some reason, it just wasn't copying correctly for me.
Hmm.
I blame Jared.
Dude, I totally used Control Z to cut it. I forgot how to paste it, though. Control P, right?
That was the problem. Okay.
Huh?
Nothing?
Let's get back to the triple threat. Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about the triple threat or quadruple or quintuplet or whatever it was.
See how high we can get this number to be. Is that what you're looking to do?
It's not every day we have somebody who does everything. Oh, well, I guess indie creators, everybody we talk to, dang near, huh?
Well, we had another really good question lined up here that really kind of goes into the fact that he's kind of a jack of all trades, clearly. Let's see here. So you're a writer as well as a creator of comics. What books have you published? And is writing and publishing a novel different than a comic? Is it easier or is it harder? Kind of a few questions.
So yeah, I've done a bunch of stuff. So I've got a list here that I pulled up just to make sure I don't forget anything. But the comics I have published are the Black Blossom series, issues 1 through 6. Outed, the series, issues 1 through 2 are out. Urg the Battler, which is like a sword and sandal barbarian Conan style adventure. That's 1 and 2 are out on Starcross. Then I've got Strange Tales from Eternity. That's like a Twilight Zone anthology series type thing, but it's like based on scripture, and that's 3 issues. Waiting, Dating, and Mating. Which is I'm a youth. I was a youth speaker also, and so one of the big things that I was passionate about is helping people live in their adolescence, in their sexual lives, making sure that they're on the straight and narrow. And so that's so if you're interested in hearing what that would look like in a comic book, you can check that out. That's one of the ones I'm proud of.
I did. To be honest with you. That's cool.
And then I've that audio drama series, Base Camp Adventures. I did a comic for that as well. So if you don't know what this, if you want to check out the audio series, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's all free. You can listen to it all for free on my website. But you can read the comic too if you want to, like a crash course in the characters in the world for that. And then I have done a couple of novels or novellas, and the one I'm most proud of is The Life and Times of Eve. Yeah, if you click that the book right there, the picture of the book in the middle, that'll show you the other one. So besides The Black Blossom, Eve is probably the favorite thing I've ever written so far. It's a historical fiction novella, and it's basically extrapolating from what the Bible tells us in the very few short chapters that it does mention Eve. And it extrapolates kind of what her life story would look like, and it's told from her perspective, like she's writing in a journal. And so I think it's I really like it. I really like how it turned out, and I've had nothing but positive feedback on that one. And so how is that different, writing a novella, than a comic book? Comic book, for me anyway, comic books are a lot easier to write because all I really have to worry about is the dialogue, and then I can. Well, that's not all I have to worry about, but I have the story in my head. I don't have to worry about writing the dialogue and then describing what's happening to the artist. And so you don't have to be like very eloquent when you're describing stuff and what's happening. You let the artist be eloquent for you when he or she creates it on the page. And so you just have to worry about being eloquent in the dialogue. But with the novel, you're trying to, as the narrator, whatever type of narration you choose, whether or not it's a first person character or like a classic narrator, you have to kind of put a personality into the descriptions as well. And you have to do that with excellence too. So it takes a lot longer. It's a little bit harder. Still a fun way to tell a story though. But I prefer comic books because I like the back and forth between visual and the reading.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yep.
Let's see here. Jumping back over into chat, we've got Rose Kirby popping in saying, so should I promote Black Blossom on my live Instagram post later tonight? And what should I say? Is it okay to do this?
The answer is yes. It is always okay to do that. In fact, you should do it every single time you post anything. But yes, you can post it. If you go on my website, it's got little descriptions. It's got descriptions of the entire series. It's got a description for each individual issue. Also, if you go to evandavidproductions.com, click on comics, click on Black Blossom, you'll see everything there. So you can even just copy and paste that if you would like. Or you can, if you've read it, you can give your own personal take on what's going on. Yeah, you click the pictures, and the pictures take you to places.
And keep in mind, guys, that another way to help them promote is if you've read any of these books inside of Crypto Comics, make sure you leave reviews. That way, when we turn live, other people can tell just how much you enjoyed it. Talking to you, Digi Artist.
Review is king.
It's been a great review. Just saying, man.
Review is king. And yeah, Rose, when you're able to promote a creator's book and push it out there because you like that book, it does wonders. It does wonders for the creator because, they're not, everybody expects Evan to say his stuff rocks, right? But when you, who is a person who enjoys comic books, comes out and says, hey, this is a great comic book, I really enjoyed this, you should check it out, these are the places I found it, or something of that nature, it is so good for the creator. It is so good for them because it's coming from somebody outside, who, like a third party, if you will, somebody who doesn't have like a reason to tell you it's good. You're not like Rose, you're not getting anything when you say, oh, this is a really good book. You're just giving it your honest feedback and opinion. So it means a tremendous amount and is received really well, spreads the news really well. And that's what helps creators make sales, is those kinds of acts, if you will. That's why we say, show you care by giving a share. Yeah. Because honestly, that is one of the strongest ways you can support creators, is by sharing out their content and just allowing them the opportunity to be seen by people they would not normally be seen by. Whenever you share something, there are people within your group that would see it that would not normally see it. So thank you. That's a great question.
Yes. Go ahead. And speaking from a purely, marketing standpoint, when you do share stuff, just put like one little, like not just for my stuff, but for anybody that you like their stuff and you want to share it, put a little, just like one sentence of your own personal, like testimony about how you enjoyed it or whatever, because that just goes so much more than just push the share button and then just a link shows up on somebody's page. If you've added just a little personal comment, it really shows people like, wow, okay, I should check this out.
Yeah, and an easy thing is Matt's actually looking inside of the comic reader right now, and you can actually use a comic reader in Crypto Comics to share that exact issue out. If you just click the little word share right there in the center, when you click that, it'll actually let you share it right out to social media and copy the link and then email it and put it on a carrier pigeon's foot and do whatever it is you'd like to do. Don't underestimate the power of carrier pigeons in social media world. All right, people.
That's what the name of the reader is carrier pigeon?
No, I'm just saying. Never mind. Let me jump back over to this comment here. Comic Talk with Pops coming. What's up? Over on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, Pops Van Zant? Oh, hey, I love saying that. Hold on 1 second, Fry.
Oh,
Pops Van Zant. That sounds so awesome.
He says, hey, yo, I met Evan a couple weeks ago at Hall of Heroes, walked up to him and called him Joe.
Yes. Hello, Pop. And so, like, Joe? Yeah, me and Joe were at the con together. And so Joe brought a nameplate that said Joe Spicer, a comic creator, and I didn't have a nameplate. So everybody, so when Joe was in the background and people come up to talk, they're like, hey, Joe. I'm like, I'm not Joe. This is Joe. So should have brought my own name tag.
This is great. Facebook user comes in.
No, it's better that way. You could be like, yes, I own Starcross Comics.
Yeah.
Facebook user comes in and says, will you be traveling to Comic Cons to show off your work? Would love an autograph. So
thank you.
You guys were at one. Do you have any other comic appearance or comic convention appearances?
Not currently. Again, all of the money that I'm getting in the fundraising is going toward producing the actual books. And so I do not have any real expendable income to be able to do shows. The only reason I was able to go to this other one, I split the booth cost with Joe, and it's right down the road from my house. So I was able to make it to that one. But currently I don't have plans to show up any more conventions this year.
So is there any
just this year though?
Yeah. Hopefully, eventually, I'll be in a better spot where I can make some more rounds. So,
is there any type of option for someone to perhaps get their book autographed if it's coming through Kickstarter or through Patreon?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're a patron and you're gonna if you're a $50 patron and you're gonna get a book, I will send that to you, and I would be happy to autograph it or sign it. I would also be because I'm with Starcross, most of the physical stuff comes through Starcross, which is up in Milwaukee, which is not where I'm at. So I don't have an opportunity to handle a lot of the physical stuff. But if you send me anything, I'd be happy to sign it, send it back. But that's not great, because then you have to send in your physical.
Oh, I just came up with a horrible idea that Fry's going to want to kick my butt over. You want to hear it?
Don't even say it.
Dude, I got a cool idea. No, wait, Fry, plug your ears. So, Evan, what you do is you do your signature and then make a stamp and send that to Joe.
Nice.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Comic Talk.
I was just kidding, guys. I was just kidding.
Comic Talk comes back and says, as a promoter who spends all day promoting indie comics, show me and I'll show the world.
Absolutely. I would love
Pop Fans Ant.
I'd love to send you all my PDFs. I'll get your contact info, and I'll send you a link with all the PDFs. So don't share the PDFs, but share your feedback on the PDFs would be great.
and just so you all know, I am now getting yelled at by Matt as well for the stamp joke. Just so you
Where did Matt go?
We had to kick him off the stream. Hard to house train. Keeps chewing on the furniture. He's running screen share behind the scenes.
Okay.
For a bit here for it. So,
which is complex.
I wanted to see where we're at here on it. So we're at 175 of the $400 goal. Keep in mind, you do still have 14 days to go. And remember that even if you can't financially support this, very likely you've got some friends that may be interested in it. Make sure you share that out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram.
Hey, we've gotten
via
3 backers since we started.
Say that again?
Yes.
There was only 11 backers when we started.
Yeah.
I think.
And thank you, everybody who
is
backing it. Yeah, thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Let me jump over into our questions here again. What's the single most important message that you want people to get from your Black Blossom series?
Man, that's... Mostly it's just about fun and having fun reading comics in all ages sort of thing. But there is a message in there. And it's the message that I put into all of my books, whether it's super subtle or super overt. And that's just that Jesus changed my life and he's real. And that's the message that I put into everything, even if it's not, even if you don't see it immediately, it's in there somewhere under the thing. So any of my books you read, that's going to be the underlying message, because it's the underlying message of my life. And so it kind of just defaultly goes into everything that I do. So yeah, that's the main big message. There's going to be some other ones in there. I'm a big, huge advocate against pornography. That also comes into a lot of the things I do. So that'll be showing up eventually down the road. But mostly it's just just read it and have fun. Don't go. I don't want to necessarily try to be preaching a message all the time. I just want to tell fun stories and bring people into the storytelling in this universe. And if they get some of the stuff that's important to me out of that, that's awesome. But mostly, my first and foremost thing for each comic series is that it's accessible and it's fun and it's entertaining. And then anything else that comes out of that is great. But that's the main thrust.
Well, the next question is kind of a 2-part question, even though the second part might allegedly, or a 3-part question, and the third part might allegedly just be me wanting to know. But
Okay.
the question was, what's next? Do you have any exciting projects you're working on or thinking about? And the third part of this question is, will it feature corn dog? I gotta ask.
Everyone loves corn dog, man.
Heck yeah, dude.
I have all the black blossoms, so don't get me wrong here.
No,
But
when we were at
I'd be
the
lying if I
con, me and Joe were like hawking stuff. I'm like, check out Black Blossom, check out Earth the Backler, check out Outed. Never once did we mention corn dog. What sold the most? Corn dog. Like people
Of
just
course.
people just see it. They're like, hey,
I'm sorry.
a corn dog.
He's the hero we all needed.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, when I first met Joe, and he was like, yeah, these are all the comics I'm working with, blah 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 blah. I saw corn dog, and I was like, are you serious? Like a corn dog? He's like, oh no, everybody loves this comic.
Yeah. I just sent Adrian, the guy who makes corn dog. I saw like somebody posted like a marshmallow knight. You know, he was a knight, and like half his face was burned. You know, it was like like a burned marshmallow.
That is
And
awesome.
I was like, dude, you need to do something with this in corn dog or something like that. So anyway, but
I'm telling you, I was sold as soon as I saw his little tidy whities and rain boots. That right there is what sold it for me.
I mean, it's like Howard the Duck. Like, how are you not going to pick up Howard the Duck? You see Spider-Man hanging out with Howard the Duck. You're like, what is happening? I need to read this. So, I mean, it's a great concept. But yeah, so upcoming stuff. Obviously, we have Black Blossom. I've got.
He's in the Starcross universe.
Black Blossom is. Yeah.
No, Black Blossom is. So she will be doing appearances with Corn Dog because they're both in the universe, aren't they?
Correct. So we have, we have our big crossover event, which is not just a crossover between Starcross characters, but also just random other indie comics that have wanted to jump in on here. So it's called Biblical Proportions, and it's going to be a 4-issue miniseries. Number 1's already out. You can check it out on Starcross website, but number 2 through 4 are already written, and but they're not drawn yet. So if there's any indie creators out there, they want to get in on this and have your character make a cameo in a Crisis on Infinite Earths type of story featuring a whole bunch of other indie characters, hit us up. We would love to feature your character. But yes, she will be in that, and so will Corn Dog. And I wrote 2 through 4 of that. Joe wrote the first.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so
nice.
I'm happy and excited for that. That's on the docket list to get produced and drawn. Then also, you guys know Bill Roop, right? Bill Raup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say his last name.
I say Bill Raup. I always say
Bill
Raup. Is that not right?
Bill R.
Sorry, Bo. You're the best.
Yeah. So he's done a couple of things, and I've written a couple of things for his series, the Tribulation Task Force universe. So pretty soon, Remnant #1 is coming out, and I wrote a story in that. And then I also Parables #6 is going to come out, and I wrote a 24-page Thief in the Night story for that. And I'm really happy with that, how that turned out. And it's featuring some Black Blossom characters that haven't even premiered yet in Black Blossom. They're going to show up in the Parables #6. So
nice.
So are you going to? So you guys are going to launch that before you show those characters in your Black Blossom series, correct?
In all likelihood, because
it's called a crossover intro or something like that.
Yeah, like I just asked him, like, hey, I've got a cool character for this story that's going to eventually come out of Black Blossom. Mind if I put him in there? And he's like, sure. So that was cool.
Oh,
and
that's cool. I like that.
Again, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And if you're on Patreon, you can read it already. It's on there, the whole thing.
Look at this guy. He's just got Patreon dialed in.
Okay, so we've had a little bit of an internal discussion. I'm going to word it that way, even though there may or may not have been literal fist fights around a water cooler over this question. So
I know
we have to ask
the question.
Who would win in a fight, Corn Dog or Black Blossom?
It depends on like what Corn Dog's doing in the story, because he's kind of like a cartoon character like Bugs Bunny. So if he can pull out giant hammers out of nowhere, he could probably win. And if Bugs Bunny, no matter how many things happen, He never is maimed permanently. Like, he can just be cooked alive, and then the next second he's perfectly fine. So if we're using Bugs Bunny rules, then I think probably Corn Dog's going to win. But if he's just like, sure, he's a living corn dog, but he must obey the laws of the universe like the rest of us, no way he wins.
Ooh,
Yeah, no way. Sorry.
that's a good answer.
Okay, okay, hold on. What about Black Blossom and Joe's character?
Starstruck?
Starstruck, yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of like a Hulk sort of power level kind of character. Yeah, so it would be a tough fight.
Is he smart?
He is. He's smart. He's not. He's
smart and hulky. Mm.
Yeah. So Black Blossom has a lot more strategic advantages, but just his sheer raw power level, it's going to be hard to hurt him. And if he can get her in close, he could probably knock her out. But it'd be a tough fight. So it could be anybody's match, honestly.
Well, speaking of tactical advantages, How about that segue? We need to talk about the stretch goals, so we can talk about what people can expect. We can hit this $400 mark, and what you can expect after that.
Right. So I've got 2 stretch goals on there, and this obviously things would have to go gangbusters to reach these stretch goals. But after the print run, if we get extra funding, any extra funding I want to put towards Outed number 3. Like I said, number 1 and 2 are done. It's a 6-issue miniseries, and they're all written already. So number 3 is already written. It just needs an artist. And we're going to, if you've read Outed number 2 ends on a pretty significant cliffhanger that might leave your stomach in a knot. So if you want the resolution to that, you're going to have to make Outed number 3 happen. And then there's a character that was in Outed number 1. He just makes a small little cameo. He's one of Stellar Man's friends in like their equivalent of the Justice League, and his name is Chrono Knight. And he's featured heavily in this one, and his powers are really cool. He has like localized time travel powers, so he can't travel like into the future or the past, but he's got like a grenade that'll throw at you, and if it explodes, it'll make you age like 10 years. Stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure somebody hit Matt with one of those last night. Okay, so let's see. What do we have after that as far as the stretch goals go?
Then we have, yes. So then Black Blossom number 8. So number 7, like I said, it's done. Become a patron subscriber and you can read it. But number 8 has not been funded yet, and so any extra money will go to that, and that just helps it get done faster, because with every month that happens, the Patreon money's coming in, and I'm able to commission 4 new pages every month for a Black Blossom book. But if we fund it here, then I can just do it all at once.
That's an interesting cover, because she's holding what was revealed on cover number 7 as if there's some kind of emotional attachment.
Yeah.
What a trip. I like that.
Yep.
Ooh,
I like covers I like covers that kind of hint at what the story is a little bit. The best ones, and I want to
No.
The best ones are the ones where there's like a dialogue box that completely exaggerates the plot. I love those.
In this issue, Jared learns to speak at a normal volume.
Hey, dude, check this out. This is my normal volume. Stellar Man. Doesn't that sound cool?
That worked.
Thank you.
That worked. Checking in on chat again real quick here. Comic Talk on YouTube comes in to say, if you haven't, you guys should check out the Comic Related Madness on Facebook. Monthly online convention, weekly shows, and networking and promotion.
Cool.
I want to check that out.
Was that a page?
Like a Facebook group, perhaps?
Oh, maybe okay.
Maybe.
Well, check that out. Pops Van Zandt. Oh, I love saying that name, dude. It's so cool.
Oh, geez. Let me get to this other question here. You've got a great team at Starcross Comics. Is there anyone in particular you want to call out or thank?
Well, Joe
Oh,
is
wow.
awesome. Like, man, he's just so supportive of every single one of our creators. That includes me, and just is so willing to work with all of us and to, basically just bend over backwards to make whatever we want for our books happen. And he's really great at fostering this community or this atmosphere of community where, like, let's all work together. Like, we all just want to make comics. Let's just all work together and hang out and do it. And it's going to be awesome. So, and I love that. And I'm all for that as well. I think me and him are definitely on the same page. And just pretty much all our creators that we work with regularly, like Ken and Adrian Fernandez, who does Corn Dog. He's awesome. He is great, man. He's done so many cool covers for me for Black Blossom, and they've just been awesome. Like number 1, 2, and 3 of the of Black Blossom, that's all him, and it's been great.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he's going to do another one in the future for, I think it's number 9, and so that's going to be cool. Hopefully that happens. So,
But there is no hope. There's only do, and you're doing it. Just wanted you to know.
Very romantic. It
I know,
almost
you're
sounds
like,
like
what do I
Star
do with
Wars,
that?
just not quite.
well, I've
It's
got
kind of Jedi wisdom. It's kind of Jedi wisdom.
I've got 15 issues written of Black Blossom. 15. So we're just
Like I said,
waiting for the artists. So
you're killing it, dude. Ugh, that's fantastic.
I do have going back to your other question, like the message that we get out of this, I do have a Black Blossom Annual being created right now. So Black Blossom Annual number 1. And that one is going to be the one where it's like, if you want the message, here it is. It's like just right up there. Yeah. So I try, most of the other ones, it's like, it's influencing the plot, but it's not necessarily just going to be like, here's the message. But the Annual definitely is. It's going to be, if you want to know, how cool and how awesome Jesus is and how he changed my life, pick up the Annual. That's going to be the one that's like, and it's cool because like in number 7, like the first scene of the Annual's in there, and it's like, if you want to hear the rest of this conversation, just go to read the Annual, and then it carries on with starting the new arc. So it's going to be, I like it. I think it's a cool way to do it.
So wait. So the Annual is the same story? It's not the same story.
It's its own story. It's just like they're showing you a snippet of that story in number 7. It ties in with number 7. It pushes the story forward to number 7, but it's not going to show the entire conversation or whatever is happening. You'll have to go and read the Annual for all of that. So it's like a cool. It's like a midquel, where they have those movies where they're taking place at the exact same time as the other movie, but it's not the same movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. Dang.
Well,
dude,
let's do this.
I can't wait.
What's up? What I'd like to do before we wrap this stream up, because we are well over an hour now. Sorry about that, Evan.
Hey,
like
let's
you, dude.
not.
We like hanging out with you, man. Oh, deal with
it. Because.
So I really wanted to get back over to this Kickstarter so we could talk about the crowdfunding campaign. Just remind everybody, if you have an opportunity to, please go and back this project. If you can't do that, it's understandable, but you can share it out. And honestly, that helps these creators out a lot for you to do so. Yeah, it's looking good, man. It's not a book that people are going to be waiting on. You know what I mean? It's cool. I like how you guys are doing this. You guys are very well organized there, Starcross.
Yeah, the book is done. This is the print run. So if you want the physical copy, this is how you get it, at least at the start. And then if you don't want the physical copy, you can read the whole thing digitally right now because it's available for purchase on Starcross website.
And I believe is there a preview inside of Crypto Comics as well right now?
Yes. And I wanted to ask Matt. I wanted to ask Matt if he recognizes the cover of this because it's paying homage to another comic.
Hold on, let's ask him real quick. Hold on, Matt. Okay,
you're muted,
just 1
Matt.
second. I gotta unmute him. Okay, unmute yourself, Matt.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
There's a question for you. Okay, go ahead, Evan.
Do you recognize what the influence for my cover of number 6 is?
It looks so familiar, but I'm having a
hold
hard
on.
time
Give him
placing
you
it.
got time, Matt. You got time. No rush. No
I'm
rush.
gonna be honest with
we'll
you.
give-
I know this layout, but I can't. For the
Yeah.
life of me, I
No,
can't think of where I know it from.
no helping, Fry. No helping. Just give
Hey.
him a minute. Matt'll work his magic.
I'm honestly not placing it. I mean, it's so familiar, but I can't think of it offhand.
Okay.
What about
It
chat?
is.
Now I wanna
you
know.
Want me to reveal it?
Do you want to reveal it, or do you want to open it up to chat and see what chat thinks?
Oh! Let's
Sure.
see what chat says.
Yeah, do that.
Let's see what chat says. Because I
See
want to
if
know
they
if
can
somebody can see it now. I just want to ask some questions. Is it the way that she's posing? Is that kind of the telltale sign of what would be recognizable?
No, the entire layout of the cover.
Oh, really?
Is-
Okay.
yeah.
So it's the entire layout, guys. Do we
this-
have
JD Smith, the
someone
says,
in
someone
the
get a
community?
badge if they get it.
So Evan, would you create a custom badge for somebody if they actually get it right?
Sure.
Done. Okay, there's your answer, Digi. So let's see if somebody can get it.
It's bugging
Now
me
I
that
want to get
can't
it.
Think of it though.
Let me see here. How? Maybe I can Google it. Evan's laughing. Is it Superman? Can I make wild guesses? Is it Superman? Oh, does that win me the badge?
Superman. Nope. It's a very specific one.
Okay. It's Superman
Oh wait.
with
Jason
Doom.
Digital says Giant Superman Annual.
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Superman versus Doom.
That's not the same universe, man.
Damn it.
Doom
Going
is
for it at this
Marvel.
point.
All right. Let me try again. I was thinking Doomsday.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not that one.
right.
How about it's Superman with when he? Oh wait, what's that one where he's pulling the plow, Matt?
Pulling the plow,
and he's married to Wonder Woman, and he's talking to Batman about their kid.
Are you
Kingdom
talking about
Come.
the Kingdom Come?
Kingdom Come, maybe.
Not the Kingdom Come, but love that comic.
Okay, all right.
Great comic.
Okay, well let's find out what the answer is then. Evan, what is the answer for it?
The answer is the Man of Steel miniseries by John Byrne, right after they updated, or after they did the Crisis on Infinite Earths. They rebooted Superman and started it off with this series. Let me open it up. I'll show you the. I've got it here. So
Excellent.
There we go.
Just hit that share screen button. There we go.
I did it. Can you see it? There we go.
Okay.
I never would have guessed that one.
Yeah, that's this was my introduction to Superman. This was my introduction to comic books. So I definitely wanted to. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to show it or to pay a tribute to it with this cover. So
that's freaking awesome, dude. Now go back to his cover.
Let's go ahead and do this as well while we're looking at that cover, and in the dashboard, we just drop the other badge. We'll do that for
here.
everybody.
Let me show everybody how to claim it. So you come over here to your dashboard, you scroll down to My Badges, and this one, the code is Liberty.
Oh, I didn't get the second one.
And you guys want to make sure you get that. So technically, Jared, that is the second badge code, but some people might have been paying close attention during the stream.
Oh,
and might have noticed the secret one.
Dude, that is the coolest badge. Oh my God. Did you see that one, Evan? Did you see that one? The chillin' one? Oh, dude. That was awesome. Okay, wait a minute.
Way to throw that in respect to the real villain of the series.
Oh, that was straight up sick, boys. Oh, I
Jenny
love
Smith
that.
also came in to say, someone revoke Matt's DC fan credentials.
Oh, now, did
Oh.
you didn't get it either.
Okay. I just want to say it was a pretty late night last night. So
Understandable.
my brain is not working correctly. So
Oh, I love the statue of Michi. That's great.
Yes, he is cosplaying as the Statue of Liberty.
Cosplay. I love it. Michi's so awesome.
Oh, man, I love the artwork.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
fantastic.
And you did the colors in this.
No, my sister did the colors in this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a graphic artist and she's awesome. She does all the colors pretty much for the interiors. I just do that for the covers sometimes.
Did you do the lettering in this one?
That's cool.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Dude, your lettering is really good, man. It's really clean. I freaking love it.
I love that.
Yeah, popping out of the side of the speech bubble.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
That is cool.
Wow, this looks fantastic, Evan.
Yeah, introducing
This
a
looks
new villain in
fantastic.
this one.
Oh,
Yeah, new bad.
how many villains has she faced thus far up to issue
3.
6?
3.
Okay.
So this will be villain number 4, and then villain
And
number
has she
5.
only been tested intellectually, or has she, or strengths wise? I mean, does the suit give her power, like strength power? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So one of the villains tests her strength. One of them tests her fear, and then one of them tests her basically her
nice.
belief. And all of those
very
are
cool.
all of them are in the first 5 issues, and then this one in the 6th one, it doesn't really test her at all, but it's a cool villain. So
Oh, that's cool.
he's just cool. So
Oh, I like that.
yeah. So yeah, and we're also introducing a love interest in this one. Yes, or is it in the second one?
It's Sushi, isn't it?
He's
I
teased.
see it right there on the cover.
The love interest is teased in this one, and then he shows up in the 7th one. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And keep in mind, everyone,
Nice.
if you want to go and find this, you can find it on Kickstarter, and you can also go over and support the Patreon.
Yes, that would be awesome. Either one of those.
And once again, like I said, make sure you share that out, because that's how a lot of people are able to find these indie creators and find their new favorite comics. Black Blossom is great. I will say
Thank
that.
you. Thank you very much, guys.
Who's Mike Waringo?
Who?
I'm picking up a heavy Mike Waringo influence on the artist. Do you guys know? Bri, Matt?
I don't think I know that.
Digi. Who's Mike Waringo? Like, what has he worked on?
Flash.
Oh,
I
serious?
know him from Flash. I think he worked with Marvel as well, but he did.
Oh,
Flash.
okay.
I know Flash. He draws.
Oh, thanks,
Jay.
Digi. I figured he
Oh
drew something.
yeah. I like that guy a lot. Yeah, he does. He did Wally West Flash.
He draws.
Looking over here. Oh, it looks like he also worked on Spider-Man Fantastic Four as well. I didn't realize he worked on Spider-Man.
But yes, just from remembering from Flash and seeing, through the search, yes, I think it is it's very comparable art style.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Well, that being said, probably time to wrap this one up.
All right. Thank you,
Evan,
guys.
for joining us. We appreciate it so much, dude. Always.
Thank you, Evan.
So much fun to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Thank
you guys
everybody in
too.
chat for your interaction. And then Evan, if you want to do like kind of a closeout and tell everybody one more time where they can find everything.
Yeah. So you can go basically if you go to evandavidproductions.com, it's got a link to every single thing. It's got a link to the Patreon. It doesn't have a link to the Kickstarter. I should fix that. But we've got the link for the Kickstarter in the posts that you're watching this on, and it's got in the comment section as well. Yeah, but you can find. I've got comics, novels, the audio drama series, podcasts. It's all on there. I've got and more stuff is coming. So, the best way to keep updated on that is through the Patreon. Even if you don't subscribe to the Patreon and with any monetary thing, you do have the option to follow the Patreon, and any free updates that come out, you will get in your email inbox. So if you click follow and then just like log in with your Facebook or whatever, link the two things, then it'll be able to let you know of any updates that come along. And I do a lot of free updates, so you won't be able to see the comic pages that come out, but you will be notified about all the podcasts and any other things that aren't the actual comic pages. So yeah. And once again, I hope you guys check it out. Like I said, it's a fun, super fun comic book, but there is that, with all my books, it's the underlying message of Jesus is awesome. He changed my life and he's real. And if you haven't been able to experience that for yourself, or it's like, I don't want to get preached to, then maybe check out this, because I think it's a very accessible way to introduce new ideas, but also just have a lot of fun reading the story and enjoying it. So.
Nice. Very well said. And I will also add one more additional thing is Evan here is also the editor-in-chief for Starcross Comics. So it wouldn't hurt if you go out on social media and do a little search for Starcross and follow them there. You can get a lot of updates on things that he's working on his own books, as well as a lot of other books that he works with, a lot of other creators that he works with. Busy man. Very busy man.
Starcross Universe is really cool. Yeah, with super fun, super good quality fun. You guys are. I just want to, tip my hat. You guys are doing great work. Quality comics, great stories. You're putting out good stuff. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I mean it's the creators, man. They're awesome, and Joe just is looking for some great stuff, and he puts out quality stuff. So, and these creators that we're working with, they're all doing great. So,
hey, you're right there next to him now, man. So
yeah. You're happy to be on the same boat.
Editor-in-chief or something like that.
And close this all out. JD Smith Digiartist says, "Thanks for the stream. Good luck on the campaign." So yeah, I think we all wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank you, man.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, good luck. Well, not that you need it because you're killing it, but
true. And one last time, because I love to say it, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification when we go live for more additional videos like this. I think tomorrow we got another one coming up with Sean Keenan.
Yes, sir.
Wait, isn't it Nick Garber?
Sean Keenan.
Sean Keenan.
Sean Keenan. He's a really big comics to movies. He's from Australia.
Sorry, we were talking on the Starcross feed. Nick has a stream going out tonight as well. At 9 o'clock Pacific time. And he's another Starcross creator. I look up Nick Garber or Apogee Comics and on social media, and I'm sure he uses StreamYard too, so it'll probably be on Facebook or YouTube as well. So, and he's cool. He's an artist and he writes it, I think, and so he draws the stuff while he's streaming. It's pretty cool, and he does the Apogee Comics stuff that we also put out through Starcross. It's a lot of cool characters.
Awesome. Yeah. That's cool. So yeah, everybody, make sure you go check that out. And
all right,
like
thank
and
you guys.
Subscribe and follow them.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Follow, subscribe, like, share.
Nod your head like Jared does.
Or hang out with us and play.
Yeah, we need to close this thing out. We're getting ready to close it out. All right. Thanks again, Evan. Appreciate you, man.
All right. Yep. See you guys. Bye.
Woo! Oh, I love it.
Hey.
Nice print, dude.
To be honest with you, that's still like one of my favorite ones. Man, I think it was awesome. All right. Later, guys.
Bye.
Number one. Oh, dang it. You moved my number one. Did he just bail?